Pilar Sanders' custom crop top, number 12 look and a message to the critics. When Pilar Sanders walked into the Cleveland Browns stadium wearing a custom crop top emblazoned with the number 12, the cameras didn't just capture a stylish mom supporting her son. They captured a statement, bold, defiant, and symbolic of everything the Sanders family stands for. In a moment that was equal parts fashion, family pride, and fearless message-sending, Pilar once again reminded the sports world why she remains one of the most captivating figures around the Sanders legacy. The crop top wasn't just fabric. It was a message stitched with meaning. You can talk, but we're still here. Behind that look was more than a mother cheering from the sidelines. It was a woman who has weathered years of public scrutiny, a family navigating the chaos of fame, and a son, Shedeur Sanders, trying to carve his place in one of the NFL's most unforgiving positions. And just as Shedeur faces criticism for every snap he doesn't take, Pilar faces hers with equal grace and fire. The look that broke the internet. On a crisp Sunday afternoon, the cameras zoomed in on the Browns family section. Among the sea of orange and brown, one figure stood out. Pilar Sanders, radiant in a custom-made white and copper crop top, sporting her son's number 12, Shedeur's signature number since his days at Colorado and Jackson State. Paired with high-waisted jeans and a gold chain that read Prime Family, Pilar's look instantly went viral. The NFL's official Instagram posted her photo with the caption, "Family pride never goes out of style, 100 points, number 12 #BrownsNation." Within hours, fan accounts reposted it, debate threads lit up, and Twitter erupted. Some praised her boldness, others called it too flashy, but everyone was talking. Pilar knew exactly what she was doing. "Every time I show up, I want to remind people, we're proud, we're unbothered, and we're standing strong," she told a close friend. According to a report from The Undefeated, "People will always talk, but I wear what represents my faith and my family." That crop top wasn't about style alone. It was about identity, the kind of unfiltered authenticity that has always made the Sanders family both loved and criticized. The message behind number 12. The number 12 has followed Shedeur Sanders like a signature. It's the mark of his journey, his resilience, and his quiet defiance. From Jackson State to Colorado and now in Cleveland, he's made that number stand for more than just a roster spot. For Pilar, wearing it on her chest was more than maternal pride. It was solidarity. Number 12 means faith to her, a source close to Pilar revealed. She sees it as a reminder that Shedeur's journey is divine. Even if he's not starting, even if critics are doubting him, she believes he's right where he's meant to be. In a world where critics often measure worth by playing time, Pilar's public support carries weight. Shedeur's current status, waiting behind veterans on the Browns' depth chart, has sparked nationwide debate. Many argue he should already be starting. Others believe he still needs time. But Pilar's statement through fashion transcended that. It said, "You can criticize him all you want. I'm still wearing his number." Fashion as defiance. Pilar Sanders has always been known for her commanding presence. During her marriage to Deion coach Prime Sanders, she was often seen in designer fits that matched his flair. Now, post-divorce and thriving on her own, she's turned fashion into something deeper, a form of personal expression and empowerment. Her custom crop top, designed by an Atlanta-based Black-owned brand, wasn't a coincidence. The designer, who goes by Taste Styles, posted afterward, "When Pilar hit me up, she said, I want something that says I support my son, but also something that says I'm not here to play nice with critics. So we went bold. No logos, no team name, just 12. That's all the message needed." In the age of social media, fashion statements often speak louder than interviews. Pilar's outfit became the headline, but the deeper meaning resonated far beyond the NFL runway. She's a mother, yes, but also a symbol of the balance between grace and grit. For every critic dissecting her son's throws, there's Pilar, showing up in confidence, saying with her presence, "We're still shining." The critics respond. It didn't take long for sports talk shows to latch onto the moment. On ESPN's First Take, Stephen A. Smith commented, "Listen, Pilar Sanders. She's got that prime DNA. She's confident. She's outspoken. She's proud. Ain't nothing wrong with supporting your son, even if people don't like the way you do it, because that's family." Skip Bayless had a different take. "This isn't college anymore. You can't turn every NFL game into a family fashion show. The NFL's about business, not branding." That's the tightrope every member of the Sanders family walks. They're entertainers, athletes, and influencers all in one, and that often blurs the lines between sports and culture. But Pilar's look wasn't about clout. It was about conviction. A mother's unbreakable support. For Pilar, the critics are nothing new. Ever since Shedeur entered the NFL, she's watched her son become the center of polarizing debates, hailed as the next big thing by some, dismissed as Deion's shadow by others. So when she showed up in that crop top, it wasn't just for the cameras. It was for Shedeur. Those close to the family say Pilar has been one of his emotional anchors through the ups and downs of his rookie season. "She's the first to remind him who he is," said one source. "When the media noise gets too loud, she tells him, 'You're not playing for them. You're playing for purpose.' And that's exactly what makes her presence so powerful. While Coach Prime handles the public motivation, Pilar brings the quiet reassurance, even when her fashion statements scream louder than words. The Sanders way. Faith, family, and fire. If there's one thing that defines the Sanders family, it's their ability to turn criticism into energy. Deion Sanders built a career off proving people wrong. Shiloh plays defense with the same chip on his shoulder. And Shedeur? His calmness hides the same fire. Pilar's latest move fits perfectly within that tradition. Fans recall that just months ago, she made headlines for another moment, when she posted a cryptic message on Instagram after Shedeur was left off first-team practice reps. "Favor doesn't need fairness." It went viral. To her, it wasn't shade, it was faith. And now, pairing that belief with the boldness of her fashion, she's built her own language of support. Unapologetic, fierce, and loyal. Cleveland fans take notice. Interestingly, many Browns fans have embraced Pilar's gesture. While the fan base remains split about when or if Shedeur will get his shot, they've largely admired the family's confidence. "Say what you want about the Sanders family," one fan tweeted, "but that kind of belief, that kind of mom energy is contagious. We need that in Cleveland." Others took a lighter tone. If Pilar's wearing number 12, maybe it's time Stefanski wakes up and lets him throw. Even local Cleveland radio hosts couldn't ignore the buzz. On 92.3 The Fan, host Ken Carman joked, "We've got moms making statements in crop tops now. Cleveland football has never been this entertaining." But underneath the humor, there's a growing awareness. This family doesn't just bring attention. They bring culture. Shedeur's silent response. When asked about his mom's viral moment, Shedeur kept it cool. "I saw it," he said with a smirk during a post-practice interview. "That's my mom. She's always gonna do her thing. I love it." He didn't elaborate, he didn't have to. His tone said it all. Shedeur's relationship with his mom has always been rooted in mutual respect. While Deion is the motivator, Pilar is the protector. Her words, her style, her energy, they're all reminders of home. And for a young quarterback trying to stay patient in the NFL's chaos, that's grounding. "She's always believed in me," Shedeur said once during a college interview. "Even when I doubted myself, she reminded me who I am." So when she wears his number 12, it's more than fandom. It's faith on display. Pilar versus the public. For over 2 decades, Pilar Sanders has lived under public scrutiny, from her reality TV appearances on Primetime Love to her high-profile divorce. Her life has often been dissected by strangers. Yet, she's turned that scrutiny into strength. She doesn't argue with critics. She doesn't clap back on Twitter. She just keeps showing up, dressed in confidence, standing in truth, and loving her kids out loud. Her message to the critics has never really changed. You can't intimidate faith. In an age where athletes' families often get dragged into online chaos, Pilar handles it with poise. Even when trolls comment on her style, she responds with light. In a recent Instagram story, she wrote, "When you know your worth, their words lose power." It's a lesson not just for her followers, but for her children. Fashion meets football. It's rare for fashion to become part of an NFL narrative, but the Sanders family has never followed the script. Dion changed what it meant to be a player celebrity. Shiloh turned his game day entrances into social media moments. And now, Pilar is redefining what a football mom looks like in 2025. She's not sitting quietly in the stands. She's making statements visually and spiritually. The custom crop top movement even inspired fan recreations. Cleveland boutiques started selling knockoff versions of number 12 Prime Family tops within 48 hours. ESPN Style even listed it in their top 5 viral sports outfits of the week.